Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to continue to talk about the snow risks across the UK and Ireland over the next few days as we continue to experience this period of colder weather. So the overall setup remains the same. We still have our northeasterly flow of cold air over the UK, and that continues to bring some at times frequent showers to eastern parts of Scotland and England as that cold air moves over the comparatively milder warm North Sea. Comparatively milder and warmer North Sea, which causes the instability and allows those showers to grow. We've seen some decent accumulations in places, especially over high ground in northern England and Scotland over the last 24 hours. But you can see we'll have a renewed risk of showers, judging by this French arpegge model here, especially across parts of northern Scotland during this evening, and then also into parts of northeast England during the evening and into tomorrow. You can see we'll see a continued risk of showers as shown by this model. Also the chance of something to the further south across parts of maybe the kind of East Midlands and into East Anglia, and then also the risk of some showers across southeast England and perhaps into the London area during tomorrow afternoon. But it's worth saying that these showers, especially the further south you go, the kind of weaker they will be, and you will not be seeing much in terms of accumulation. If you're kind of further south, then this red line here, it's more likely to be falling snow and light snow at that, rather than any settling accumulation. But still, across the high ground of northeast England, kind of areas just to the west of Newcastle that you can see on the map, we could see a couple of centimetres of snow developing during kind of the evening and overnight today into areas which have already seen a couple of centimetres of snow, and similar picture for northern England there. So these snow showers will kind of start to decrease during the weekend as we get more of high pressure at play. That's kind of suppressing the air and stopping those showers from forming. But then we do have a couple of areas to watch out for during the weekend. Now we still have our cold air in place. As you can see, if I show you the chart on the GFS here, you can still see we have those blue and purple colours showing the cold snow conducive air. Perhaps something less cold into parts of Ireland there, but still the majority of us will be feeling cold wintry temperatures still. And then another risk of snow starts to develop during Saturday and into Sunday. Now we've got this fairly weak low pressure system just situated to the west of Scotland there, with a kind of line of precipitation extending to the south. This could bring a spell of snow into parts of central areas of Scotland and the Highlands during Saturday morning. Most models seem to kind of agree with this particular feature there. You can see GFS shown there as well, the icon not quite showing as much there, but I do believe the icon is underestimating that. If we take a look at the Canadian model, a similar feature can be seen, and probably the same as the European model from this morning. Not quite as actually prominent on the European model, but the latest model guidance is suggesting this kind of feature to develop during Saturday kind of morning across parts of southwest and central western Scotland. This could bring a couple of centimetres in places, as you can see here, kind of in these areas, 1 to 3 centimetres is possible. Though there might not be perfect confidence on where this will be until kind of Saturday morning, but I'll update you on that tomorrow, and you can stay up to date with the radar as well. But generally, anywhere within this red circle could see some snow. Now the uncertainty starts to increase as this band moves to the kind of south. There's a chance that along this kind of zone of precipitation, we get a smaller low spinning up and developing, causing more precipitation to develop, which could fall as snow across parts of central, southern England, and possibly into parts of northern England as well. So the arpegge model shows this scenario, not really anything impressive. This is depicting more of a wintry mix type of thing, probably limited in accumulation and snowfall. But if we take a look at some other models, for example, the GFS shows a more robust band of heavier precipitation and snowfall, which causes a few centimetres to develop through parts of the Midlands and central England there, which hypothetically, if this did occur, would look something kind of like this, generally kind of 1 to 3 or 4 centimetres of snow. The European model also showed something similar, as you can see here, with that band of snow moving through on Saturday evening into Sunday morning. But the problem is we don't really have a lot of confidence on exactly where this small feature will track, which means we can't really say with much confidence where we'll see the snow, how much there will be. And just to illustrate this point, this is the European model's Dalmatian plot. Focus on these small dots here. This is the feature that we're looking at. And each of these dots represents a different location where it could be. And actually you can also see those dots kind of extending down into the channel across France there. So really there's quite a lot of spread on exactly where our small feature will be. And while these differences may not be kind of the differences in, like, for example, distance, so miles, maybe it's only going to be a kind of 10, 50 mile difference, but that can have fairly significant implications, particularly if it causes the precipitation to develop in kind of different ways. So it's worth saying there's a low confidence, but it's likely that somewhere basically within this zone from northern England into southern England could see some sort of significant snowfall, or not too significant, but within kind of accumulating of kind of 0 to 5 centimeters or so from Saturday night into Sunday. It's just worth mentioning, and I'll do an update on tomorrow when confidence hopefully does improve. Then kind of zooming out again into the larger scale pattern, the cold kind of air starts to get eroded slightly. As you can see, winds returning to somewhat of a kind of west-southwesterly by Sunday, and it looks like we're going to have our first low pressure system in a while trying to push in by Monday next week, as you can see here. And there's a chance that as this precipitation pushes into the colder air, we could get bands of snow, especially across high ground, but potentially bands of widespread snow during Monday, which then turn to rain. So nothing in terms of accumulation, but still falling snow is possible. However, there is some uncertainty on this, because if I show you different models, for example, the GFS shows the low in a slightly different position, but no snow risk for southern areas. The only snow risk is higher ground across more northern areas, but the more interesting scenarios would be something like the Icon model, where this low takes a much more southerly track. I mean, that's probably a difference of a few hundred miles there, so pretty significant uncertainty, but we're looking out for the cold and snow lovers. We're watching out for this track, because there's the chance that possibly there could be a greater snow risk if we manage to keep some of the colder air across the UK here, and then potentially something wintry along kind of the northern edge of the precipitation band, as this particular run suggests, possibly something across Wales in that scenario. Similar thing on the French arpeggio model. You can see here a band of snow, perhaps turning to rain, but still enough, maybe some slight settling on Monday is possible, but there is still quite a lot of uncertainty. As you can see, the arpeggio model has our low here, the JFS model has our low kind of here, the Icon has it here, the European here, so there's quite a lot of uncertainty and spread, but I just thought I'd mention something. Then looking towards the middle of the end of the month, this is the jet stream chart, and as you can see here, we now have, it looks forecast that we're likely to see a return to a pretty powerful jet stream across the Atlantic, basically by the kind of end of next week. This is probably going to increase our risk of some pretty strong winds at times, and I wouldn't even rule out a couple of named storms, although this is kind of getting pretty far ahead. But it's just worth mentioning that basically from Tuesday onwards, our snow risk and our cold risk looks to be decreasing. Now, as you can see, especially across the southern half of the UK and Ireland, we're looking at a return to a kind of mild westerly conditions. Some interest again, possibly towards the second and kind of the last kind of week or so of December regarding cold potentially returning, but this is quite low uncertainty, so bear that in mind. But thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a great day. Bye bye.